Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be drawing a hand once again, but this time it's going to be holding the phone. It's going to be a hand holding the phone, so we're going to get right to it. Now the hand's going to be kind of like this, like holding the phone with one hand with the thumb at the bottom. That's what it's going to be like. So we're going to draw the phone first. Let's go ahead and actually get it right here. Just get a rectangle for the phone, and then we will start drawing the hand. That's good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. We probably will end up actually drawing the phone, like the details on the phone, but right now they don't matter. I should probably make these angles even though, because I think they do need to be even. Alright, now what are we going to start with? Normally you should start with the base of the hand, but because of how awkward this hand is, I kind of want to start with the thumb. But I'm not gonna. I'm going to start with the base of the thumb. Alright. So the thumb is kind of on where the home button would be right now. If this phone even still has a home button. Do phones? My phone doesn't have a home button, so. Alright, go like that. And get the phone parts. Or not the phone parts, the finger parts. Go like this. Just get some shitty hand parts in here. Right there. And there would actually be some more hand right here, because the pinky is right here, holding up the phone, which is, well, I meant to make that more angled, but I guess the phone is at that angle now. The finger's right here, like this. The nail is right here. I don't like this angle, but this was the angle that I took the picture in. Because I took a picture of my hand holding my phone, which I never actually hold my phone with one hand, or when I do, I actually hold it with my right hand, even though I'm left-handed. I don't know why. Just use my left hand to do stuff. I don't know. I almost never hold my phone in one hand, though. I've always got both hands on it. That's because I play a lot of video games on my phone, though. Alright. Yep, that looks perfect, doesn't it? Isn't it beautiful? By the way, the nail's gonna go like that. Kind of. That's not really like perfectly what the nail's gonna look like, but just put a little sketch in. Alright. Go up there, there. Alright. It kind of cuts off right here, the picture. So, I'm not gonna continue it any further than that, but I might draw the wrist, but I don't know. I'm also gonna go for a little bit less of a super detailed version. I'm gonna try to go for a little bit more stylized. Is that the right word? I don't know. But who knows? That looks like shit, but we're gonna ignore that. Let's actually connect these two just for the sake of making it even-ish. Okay, so just the fingertip right there. And right here and here will be right here. And right here. There we go. Those aren't exactly perfect. I could make those bigger, but they're fine for now. Let's go ahead and erase all this and make this actually look like a hand, because at the moment, it looks like a mess. You could look at it and you would be able to say, yeah, that's a hand, but you wouldn't be able to say, yeah, that's a good hand. That's what we want. We want to be able to say, yeah, that's a good hand. Maybe even a great hand. But I don't know. We're not going for that. No. Alright, we need to erase all of it, which I keep forgetting. I need to mess with this eraser. But that's fine. Look at all the smudges that are permanent. Because I actually can't get rid of those. Oh, I guess I can a little bit. This is like gonna be the most that I'm gonna have been using this eraser on the back of this pencil. I don't like using these shitty pink erasers. Okay, let's go ahead and draw the phone. Actually, no, let's go ahead and get the finger in first. At least the thumb. Alright, so this. And go ahead and get the thumb in here. But we're gonna need, why did I just draw on my face with my pencil? We're gonna need to go like this. And like that. There we go, that's looking pretty decent. Alrighty. Go ahead and go like that. Not the most perfect thing in the world, but you know, that's, I'm really not liking that actually. Alright, what are we gonna do with the nail? Well, the nail, we can go like this. And go like that. Because my thumbnails are always longer than any other nail on my finger. Because I actually use my thumbnails to do things. My other nails I don't really use much. But I use my thumbnails to like open containers and stuff like that. Go ahead and add that. Now, this is where it's probably going to start looking a little messed up for at least a little bit. Do we even want to do this? No. But are we gonna? Yes, because it's how fucking hand works. Just don't want to do it because I don't want to mess it up, but I gotta draw the finger anyways. So why put it off? If it's gotta get drawn, I don't need to save it to the end. Why save the hardest part for the end, right? Get it out of the way. Jeez, this is looking wonderful, isn't it? It's kind of a mess in there. Let me erase this. Like, all of it. There we go. Now it's less of a mess in there. It's still a bit of a mess, but it's less of a mess. Let's try to keep this relatively orderly. Relatively clean. Alright, that's not perfect, but it's not terrible, so we'll go ahead and keep what we get. Keep what we got, I mean. And there we go, there's that. But this finger is probably going to be the worst one out of all of them. Also, this thumb looks wrong because it bulges right there, but that's what my thumb does, kinda. Like, but it also could have been because I was pressing on the screen, which can make it look wrong, so maybe we shouldn't do that, because even if it's fully accurate, it's not always going to be correct, like, looking. Alright, there's that. I should get a frickin' ruler, This pen is the only thing I have, is like a straight line tool. Alright, go here. And ka-chow. Alright, there we go. There's my straight lines. Even though we're gonna erase the corners, but we don't need to worry about that yet, because we still need to draw the rest of the hand. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, the hand. Yes, we're gonna actually erase this part. I'm going to sharpen that. Yes. Alright, there we go, there's that. Here's gonna be this. That's kind of weird looking, but that's fine. Yet again, could be a little better, but I don't really care. Alright, those fingers are a bit off, but I don't think they're that bad. Nothing of needing to completely redraw the entire thing. Although I am realizing this one is, like, basically a square. Alright, now the thumb looks really small compared to the rest of the hand, doesn't it? Alright, hold on. Let's do this very lightly. Very, very lightly. See what it would look like if I enlarged the entire thumb. I think that's gonna be the play here. I'm not even fully sure if you can see the lighter part, like on the video, because I know it doesn't pick up all the lines that I draw. Because there's something, I did something to my camera, but I couldn't be bothered to figure out what it is. Alright, we'll go like that, get this in here, but then here is the phone, correct? That is where the phone is, so the finger's gonna start right here, and then go right there. It's not much bigger, but I'm hoping it'll be enough bigger. I also got rid of the little bit of weirdness that it was doing. Should we add this line too? I mean, there's a little, folds on the hand. Do we even really want to add those? They look a little off and wrong, but that's fine, whatever. We can also change kind of how the nail is on here. Alright, bend the finger in a bit, and there we go. We got a finger that is slightly bigger than it probably should be, but also maybe not. I don't know. This whole hand is very disproportionate. If you actually look at the drawing, it's not exactly how things should be. I mean, this pinky should be pulled in more. These fingers are a little off. The thumb is off, but it doesn't look bad. If you look at it as like a whole drawing, it doesn't look bad, but if you look into the details, it's not bad, it's just not accurate. But that's fine. Most people, when they look at art, don't look into the details. Most artists do, but most people who don't draw don't look into the details, so we'll just not pay attention to them. Alright. Go ahead and add ourselves a little case around the phone, which, yeah, I could use the ruler again, but that's like a lot of work. My old phone case used to do that around the corners. I don't think I'm gonna do that, though. There should be a camera where would the camera be? Like right here? I don't know. I've forgotten what my phone looks like. Yeah, my phone has a camera on the front. Of course it has a camera on the front. All phones do. So you can take selfies or whatever. I can see what the cameras on the back look like. Yeah, I mean, this is what you're looking out of. The camera's on my phone. I get asked a lot what my freaking recording setup is, and I'm just like, it's my phone sitting on a table or a desk looking at the carpet. Alright. There we go. There's the little phone, the very disproportionate phone. I didn't mean disproportionate. Whatever. It's not even, is what I was trying to say. I guess disproportionate means even too, right? But it's just not what I meant, though. Alright. There we go. And just about filled in. There we go. There it is. I say that and then I continue filling stuff in. Alright, okay. What else? Should we add something on the phone? I mean, I guess he's like taking a picture or something, right? Like, there's the little picture button. Here's what you're gonna see on the camera. I don't know, here's some other options right here and here. And some little stuff right there. Maybe this is Spotify, I don't know. What's gonna be on here? It's a tree. Isn't it a beautiful tree? Alright, is there anything else I could add to this phone to make it a little better? I could add like shading to the hand to make it better, but I'm lazy and don't want to do that. Is there anything I could add to the phone? Some people have charms on their phones, but I don't want to do that because I don't like those. Maybe I could do them like right here on the phone case. What, they're usually on the top corner. I don't care if they're on the top corner or not. We're gonna put it here. Alright, this is gonna be one of those like little like thingies that you can hold on to, like a strap kind of that will hold your phone. That's what this is supposed to be. Alright, there's that, which connects there, and then there's that. There we go. Kinda. It looks kinda shitty, but you know, we'll pretend like it doesn't. And what else should we draw? Little charms, right? Little people put little charms. We'll put a little banana man head right here. Well, I kind of made that eye too sharp. That's fine. We'll go ahead and curve that to the left. It should be about as ball-shaped as I can make it too. Because if this were to be a charm, it would probably be a ball-shaped charm. Alright, so that's fine. That's not the most ball-shaped I could have made it, but there we go. There's a little Banana Man charm. What else could I do? I don't know. I don't know other things. Charms. Charms. This is a charm now. Alright, I'm done. I don't know what else to add. Alright, yeah.